So the next thing we want to do is assemble the engine mounts. So we need to get some pieces out of our bags here. The first piece we're going to look for is these little white pieces, like this. They're our centering rings. Put that back in that bag and put that back to the side. And the other pieces we want to look for is the actual engine mounts. So there's one there. There's another there. And we also want this yellow tube, which is our special spacer. And our spacer will also have that little ring there. So the first thing we want to do is just actually pop out, and we can do this very carefully with our fingers. We don't need to use our knife for this. We can just pop this out just like that. And then we just need to do the inner part of the circle. So these are going to slide over the engine mount there and center this inside the body tube. So there's one there. Get the other one out. And the other one's going to sit like that. Now obviously they have certain positions, so what we need to do is we actually need to measure this tube, and we're going to measure it and mark it. So we're going to come in 19 mils from the bottom end. And we're going to come in 51 mils also from the bottom end and mark it. So you can see that's 19 there. And that's 51 there. Now, whilst that's sitting there, we just want to get our super glue. So you can use your precision tip for this. Just check that you've got glue coming out just on maybe a little board. Just make sure you've got control. Yep, perfect. So with this here, I'm going to start on the 51. Slowly rotate it in your hand. You can use your finger to hold it as you glue. Until you get all the way around. Then you can put your first centering ring on. Probably come from the shorter side is fine. Perfect. Now we want to put our other centering ring on. And just make sure when the centering ring is there, it's sitting nice and square. So the precision tip really makes this a lot better, a lot easier. And then once you've made it, you just want to sit it on your area and just make sure it's all centered. And just let that sit and let that dry. So that second one's already done and the first one's now drying. So we've made our first of our centering tubes for our rockets. And the next stage is to actually put some fins on our rocket.